Morning people, it's day 51. It's about 5 to 6 here in Austria, and I've just had a little bit of breakfast. Andy has taken the car to 18 miles or so into today's run. He's then getting a bus back to where we will start, and he'll run with me for that bit. Now, today is going to be, it's quite a big day actually in many ways. It could be a very positive day. The plan is basically this: run 18 miles, see how I feel. That was the original end point, so I might stop there. If I feel like I can go on, I'll go on. And the sort of, I guess the big ambitious goal would be to run another 18 miles after that and make it to Linz. So if I can do that, essentially what I've done is basically bagged myself a day, because I was going to do that over 2 days. What it means is I can either take a rest day, or I can split up a day that's coming later, which is a 43 miler into 2 chunks. You can do this because we've got the flexibility of the car, but also having those kind of, I guess, the fire roads off of this run today with Andy with the car means that I can change my mind at any point. So I might run 21 miles, I might run 25, whatever, but I've got a bit of a get out as well. So I can just run to feel, relax, and go as far as I want, basically, which is a really lovely feeling. It's a bit rainy out there. It's a bit colder than it has been for a while, which is a good thing, really. I've got my jacket on. I'm going to have Andy to run with me for the first 18 miles as well, so that's a positive. So yeah, this could be a really good day. I mean, the idea of getting a day ahead is really, really attractive. It's particularly if it might earn me a whole rest day. That would be a nice thing to do. I can just take it easy, and I can still, when I have that 43 miler, there's still a way that I can break it down because I'll have crew and company at that point. So it just gives me a bit of added extra sort of flexibility, which is great. Overall, body feels all right. I'm a little bit tired as usual when I first wake up. Got a few creaks and stuff, so I'll just take it easy in the first bit. But yeah, the idea is, move 5 miles an hour if I can, and just do what I can. So yeah, I've had my breakfast. I'm off. I've got to get a taxi down to the start point where I'll meet Andy, who's currently winging his way to me on a bus. So yeah, let's go. We're on to the 50s now. It's big numbers, and the beard is showing as well. Look at this. Need to find somewhere to trim that. Anyway, see you later. Look at this. Me and Andy are in paradise.
I came here for a sunny run. It's raining.
It's now raining. So we've got jackets on, but I've carried this jacket also across Europe. So, sometimes it's good to get it out. But we're about to go and do, I think, anywhere between 18 and 36 miles. Andy's going to do 18 with me. The car is now in position, thanks to some very, very efficient sort of moving and planning and bus antics with Andy here. Has managed to navigate the Austrian bus system. So yeah, we're pretty much ready to go. And I guess we might want to get moving before we get absolutely soaked here. But yeah, Grein has been beautiful, by the way. You need to come here. It's wonderful.
So I'm 18 miles in under 4 hours, so about three-quarter hours. Just stopped back there with Andy. We've had some refuel, a bit of cake, and a big glass of fizzy apple juice. And that is stage 51 done. That's today's stage finished. I'm done. This will be the first time I'm going out to do 2 stages in one. Bearing in mind they were shorter stages. I had an 18 and a 19. And this is all bonus now today. So I'm doing some of tomorrow's miles. And the plan now, as I said earlier, is just to run and see how I feel. The minute I feel like I'm, there's too much tightness in any of the legs or any of those niggles come out, I will stop. But for now, I kind of feel okay. So we're going to move a bit more. And yeah, sun is out. Got the Danube here. Sort of feeling happy. I'm going to pop on some tunes. And we'll see how many of tomorrow's miles we can eat today.
One day soon, we got this. One day soon, one day soon, one day soon, one day soon.
So today's run, I wanted to dedicate to Dave and Rachel. Now, Dave, I first met him, he's my dentist, basically. But he's an ultra running, Ironman, taming kind of endurance sort of hero dentist that when I go in to have my appointments, we spend way too long talking about ultra running and giving each other advice and support rather than actually checking the teeth. But it makes going to the dentist absolutely wonderful. I might be the only one in the world who actually looks forward to going to the dentist. Sorry, Dave, I know I'm not supposed to make out that dentist it's a negative thing. Going to the dentist is lovely. Everyone should go. They're all brilliant. But this makes it even more special. He's just a top bloke as well, and Rachel as well. Rachel, they both understand what it takes to go out and do endurance events. They both do it. They've both done 100 kilometers, had a crack at the 100 milers. Dave's done countless Ironman triathlons. And the thing is that they just get what it takes to kind of support someone in all of that. So in my kind of journey along the way to the point getting me to the Danube, the point where I start running the Danube, I've done a bunch of stuff that are really important stepping stones. So my first 100 miler along the Thames in London, Dave came out, he drove 20 miles out of town when he heard that my head torch wasn't working on a Saturday morning to bring me another head torch that I was going to need that evening, and handed that over. Just appeared on the side of the river. I wasn't even expecting him to come. I told my wife that my head torch wasn't working. I don't know how he got wind of it. And he saved that race for me, because I wouldn't have been able to go into the night and do that 100 miler without it. Without doing the 100 miler and finishing that race, I wouldn't have the confidence to have built on to get to where I am now, where I'm doing this. He also, a bit later on, we came to do the Thames from source to sea with 3 other people I was running, or 2 other people. And at one point we ran past Dave's and Rachel's house, and they were there. They'd put a special box outside with loads of goodies in it for us, and left it for us to kind of resupply. And then they popped up, and they just get it. They just come out and support. They just understand. I've had countless conversations, and an inspirational kind of, both of them inspirational characters. Both of them have done feats of endurance that I've witnessed or been a part of or heard about that I think are just really special. And they've had nothing but words of encouragement for me, words of wisdom. They've given me the self-belief that I need to go out and do this. And yeah, just are always kind of there when you need them to basically give you a little bit of support and encouragement, and make this stuff happen. So Dave and Rach, thank you for all the little bits of help you've given me along the way, and for actually, looking me in the eye and thinking that I'm not that crazy coming out here, or that I'm crazy, but crazy in the right kind of way. And that, you looked at me and said this was possible, and I appreciate that. So thank you very much. This one's for you guys. So day 51 is done, and I'm going to bring you kind of this update from a very, very special place on the Danube. This is the Danube Bend. We are in Austria, and this is one of the photos. Actually, this is the photo that's on my logo. This is one of the most kind of iconic places along the Danube. It's one of the places that I kind of saw as inspiration when I was putting this trip together. I saw the picture over and over and over and over and over again, and to have run the best part of 1,500 miles to get here feels really special. Again, there are these moments that you sort of have when you're reaching these kind of benchmarks, and this is one of them. This is just one of the standout moments. And today was another special day because I actually ran 2 days in one. So basically we had a 19 and an 18 lined up for today and tomorrow, and we did the 18. Andy drove the car to the end, and the plan was going to be to see if I could continue from there and carry on and do more miles and basically earn myself the flexibility of having a rest day or breaking up some of the other days a bit further down the chain. And luckily today I ran really well. I had a sort of few problems with the left calf from early, but they settled and hit 18 pretty well, relatively easily, with good momentum. Stopped and had a cake and a big drink with Andy. He stopped then with the car, and I went on. And then I ran free. It was really, really nice, and I just felt like I could continue, crack on, and ended up doing 36 miles into Linz, and have bagged that special day off. And then just to top it off, after that we had a shower and we both come up here. I've got Andy with me. Come in, Andy. Come in this side, look. And been an absolute legend. Having that car there gave me the confidence to basically push it today, because I knew at any point Andy would arrive, or if I called him he could just pick me up. So we could just take it like every sort of 2 or 3 miles. And he was there with water, a couple of stops when it started to get hot. He came back out again. How many miles have you done now, Andy, in 2 days?
Nearly 50.
50 miles in 2 days himself, in stints, with some knees that are giving him some serious trouble. So that's a massive effort. And then we've just made it up here to that. And that is a very special reward for what has been a really, really great day. I don't know what else to say about that. It's a very happy moment in the journey. Got 16 days to go now, about 500 miles to do. Breaks down to roughly 30 miles a day if I take the rest day, or about 28 miles. No, 28 miles if I take the rest day. No, 30 miles if I take the rest day. 28 miles if I don't. The brain doesn't work after 36 miles and stuff of the heat, but yeah, it's fantastic. So I'm going to step aside actually, and I'm just going to show you this. And tomorrow we go again.